बोर्ड कवर करें ना फिर
Okay.
Hello everyone. The topic of my presentation is 11.2 and it is electricity and its control measures. So we are
Your topic is 11.1.
yes.
You come first, please. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Usman Arif and our topic is hazard and risk of electricity. To study electricity, to know about the hazard and risk. Definition: electricity is the flow of electron through a conductor. Commonly used conductor is copper wire, which is used everywhere. Must be connected with a power source to make a circuit good. Basic parameter are voltage, current and resistance. Voltage. Pressure or force that is forcing the electricity through the conductor is voltage. Symbol is V and unit is volt. Current. The measure of rate of flow electricity through a conductor. Unit is ampere. Symbol is A. Resistance. A measure of how much component in the circuit resist the passage of electricity. Unit is ohm. Ohm law is V equal to I and R. Hazards and risk: electric shock, birth, fire and explosion, arcing, secondary effects. Electric shock. An electric shock occurs when a person comes into contact with an electrical energy source, allowing current to follow through tissues. This can interfere with normal body functions such as nerve signaling, muscle control, and heart rhythm. But an electric burn is tissue damage that occurs due to the heat generated by the flow of electricity through the body. Fire and explosion. Fire and explosion are accidents that occur when electric current produces excessive heat or spark, which can ignite nearby material and cause burning or sudden blast.
Good.
Arcing. Arcing is the flow. Arcing is the flow of electric current through the air gap between two conductors, producing a spark of light and heat.
Good.
Thank you.
So, electricity, very important topic. Mr. Mohsin presented you the topic. Usman presented you about the hazard and risk of electricity. Whenever electricity you want to work over there, you must be very careful about the electrical current. There are two kind of current. One is called the AC current, and the other one is called DC current. Both are very harmful. But
DC is more.
DC sometimes DC is harmful, sometimes AC is also harmful. Okay, so any current, but when the condition is favorable. What do we mean by condition is favorable? Like you are doing electrical work and the area is wet, like you are standing or near to water. When you are barefooted, especially in our home, our ladies got electrocuted due to what? Due to the washing machine, okay, other electrical equipment, because they are not properly protected themselves, and especially when they are washing their clothes and they are in the wet condition. So it especially affect them, and mostly they have been died due to the electrical shock. So electricity is one of the greatest hazards in your workplace, and you look for the safety of electrical equipment, especially like if you are using electrical equipment. What safety officer does? Oh, you have the gloves, you have the safety shoes. First of all, check the equipment. Is it safe or not? Their cords are okay or not? Sometimes the cords, mean the wires, are broken. Their buttons are broken. Their cases are broken. So you have to check the, kindly give me your tool, shut off, okay, tell the electrical man, kindly shut off the electrical equipment, give me, or I want to see your electrical equipment, in which condition is this. So first of all, check the equipment also. Then the surrounding area condition. Like steel is there and worker is working on standing on the steel or here a particle of water. So the chances of, because why the conductivity is more. When the conductivity is area is there, okay, the more. But which is the best conductor in the world? Gold, copper, water, and our human body is also a good conductor. So when the conductivity is more, the chances of the current will pass more. Like Usman told you, V is equal to IR. V is directly proportional to I. The more is the voltage, the more will be the current. Okay? So then you have to utilize proper, okay, protective equipment for it. I think in the next slide we will learn what are the protective equipment for it. Please, next please.
Hello everyone. The name of the topic of my presentation is electricity and its control, and it is basically 11.2. So, starting with the first slide, the learning objectives of this presentation are that we learn about fuses, earthing, isolation, insulation, double insulation, residual protectors, and all about the control measures of electricity. So, my first question from you is that what are fuses? Anybody know?
Fuses.
What
Anybody know about fuse?
What is
Fuse is safety device containing a small wire that melts and breaks the circuit when heavy current passes through it.
Very good. Zabardast. Clapping for him.
And we all know about earthing. Earthing is a type of method when there are current faults, like in generator or in solar panels. We used to allow that fault in the earth so that it passes through earth and not a person or a human body. So these are some international standards of ILO, which contain some code of conduct for health and safety purposes in the use of machinery. Then they are revised for ports in 2016, and then later on they were revised for construction in 2022. Okay, so now we will talk about protection of conductors. So the first step we should take for controlling the electricity shocks is conductors, and it should be protected. And how it should be protected? The common way of protecting them is double insulation, and we do it with using a plastic sheet around the electric flex. So can somebody tell me what is the best conductor of electricity?
Gold.
And which is the most common?
Copper. The most commonly used is copper.
Okay, so this is the definition of plastic insulation. That plastic insulation is kept with plastic, and the electrical flex is using insulators, which is layered, and it is known as plastic insulation. In some cases they are not protected because they need high voltage, so that's why they ensured them in a place where a person can't reach without authority, and we need some permits to reach them if there is a maintenance. So, and what is the most important point here? The most important point is the inspection and maintenance of all these electrical shocks. Okay, so what are the factors which can affect the electricity and its measures? So now number one is weather. If there is a bad weather, it can affect the electricity and its maintenance. Natural hazards, like I added the example of rats. Rats sometimes chew the cables, and they can affect the maintenance of electricity, and they throw extreme of temperature and pressure. Sometimes there are dirty conditions, and the last but not the least is flammable substances. Flammable substances are those which are ignited, or which it is a type of a hot work which can be a source of ignition.
Good.
So we discussed about fuse, and now we are on it. Fuse is a type of device used to prevent current overload. It is a type of overcurrent protection. It contains a wire which melts if there is an electric fault. Okay, so what are the pros or advantages of fuse? It is very cheap to buy, and it is often reliable, and it offers good level of protection, which is value to money.
Very good.
So if we talk about the cones which are limitations, so it sometimes don't stop the current flow so quickly because the capacity differ a lot. Sometimes they are with 30 mAh, sometimes they are with 60. So if you are using for home, you are with 30 mAh fuse. Earthing. What is earthing? In a current fault, current reacts by earth and not by person who is touching the equipment. If there is a spark of electricity and you are touching your generator, and if it is earth with the mud, or you are having a pot which contains some mud and you are earthing that electricity, so the generator is not giving you current, it is altering the current toward the earth. Ground.
Earthing sometimes also called grounding. Okay?
Grounding.
And it is very, very important that our electrical system you are utilizing, our equipment, must be grounded or with the proper earthing system. Although it will cost you some money, but in the longer term, it will save you from very, very serious consequences. Very good. You can continue, please.
So the pros of earthing are that you protect from fatal accidents. Fatal accidents are often major accidents. It also trip the fuse if there is a large current. It's sometimes, it's not very often, it's rarely trip the fuse if there is a large current shock. Okay, what are the limitations? Broken earth will not protect the shock. If there is broken or it is disabled, then it will not stop the current.
Not easy to disconnect or disable, okay? Because it is properly installed in the.
Installed.
And you know about how to make a earth system?
Yes.
How can we make an earth
We
system?
use two rods and then we connect them with a
First
wire.
of all, boring.
Boring.
Drill a boring of about 15 to 20 feet,
Yes.
okay, by boring machine. Then, okay, put a coil and salt over it. And a rod of a piece of what? A piece of copper over there. And the copper wire. Bring outside it and attach it with your electrical system. But keep remember, put a pipe over there to keep your earth live. Because if your earth is okay, so if your earth is there, if you didn't disconnect it properly, live it,
Yes.
so it will not save you.
Yes.
Very good. You can continue.
So what is isolation? It is also a type of control measure for electricity. It is type of removal and disconnecting of electric power from source by using isolator. Isolator is basically a device which disconnects if there is an electric power fault, and it mainly disconnects from the source. So what are the in households we use a word trip. So we use isolation there. That's why some fuels are tripped there. So what are the pros of isolation? It is very effective, and cons are that it cannot be proceed on live electrical sources. So what is double insulation? In the learning objectives, I mentioned the definition. It is a safe system which is electrical appliances, two layers of insulating material to prevent electric current from reaching the user. It contains the double insulation of non-conductors, not for conductors. It contains the double isolation of plastic which protect the user from the current. So what are the pros? Provide extra protection against the electric shock. It is safer to use. No earthing wire required, suitable for portable appliances. Portable mean mobile appliances which can you take from one place to another. What are the cons? It can be more expensive than single insulation. If both layers are damaged, it becomes dangerous, obviously.
Very good.
Residual current device. What is residual? RCD is also a type of protective measures which automatically switch off electricity when it detects a leakage of current, helping to prevent electric shock. It automatically trips when it detects a leakage. So what are the pros? It provides quick protection against the electric shock. It detects small current leakage, reduces risk of electrical fires, acts very fast in milliseconds. And what are the cons? It can trip unnecessarily or does not protect against overload or short circuits. So what is reduced and low voltage, reduced voltage or low voltage is electricity with small potential difference, and it is generally safer to use. It is basically that we are using low voltage, low pressure. Voltage is a type of pressure in the current. So we are using low voltage, which is very safer to use. So what are the pros of low voltage? It is safer for everyday use. It is also suitable for household appliances like refrigerators, microwave. And low voltage is not suitable for long term distance transmissions, and it contains high energy loss over distance. So this was all about, and thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can ask.
So, Mr. Karar Hussain completely told you about it. Azan is there. I will explain you about RCD after the Azan. Okay. RCD is for the human protection, which is sometimes called ELCD or GFCI.
Yes.
So these are very, very important for the human protection. Normal circuit breaker is called MCB, miniature circuit breaker, which mostly the main aim is to protect the equipment. But the RCD or ELCD or GFCI mostly used for the human protection. So these protection devices must be installed on electrical system for the saving of people in our important valuable assets, okay, especially the equipment. You got the idea of it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.